Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a rematch between Jaedong and Shuttle here on Central Districts. Yes, I did not know the name of the map last time, but I looked it up, researched it for a long time, and it is Central Districts. Top left-hand corner on this three-player map is the blue Protoss player Shuttle. And, oh, just kidding, bottom left-hand corner. And the top left-hand is the white Zerg player. It's going to be Jaedong with Magic Gate observing. I don't know what this is from. Apparently, Jaedong and Shuttle played a whole bunch of games against each other on the same map back on November 5th, 2010. So it's not like it's a series or anything. It's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. Is practice, maybe? Could just be practice on the same map against each other, but I'm down. I am super down to see how Shuttle does against Jaedong. He did end up losing last time against Jaedong, basically with a big Ultralisk, fully upgraded Ultra. We had Cracklings there. We had Scourge flying around too. It was a very back and forth event. If you missed that, you should click the link in the top right, as it will direct you to that first game between these two players, and then you can come back and watch this one. See these eggs? These eggs are weird, right? Yeah, they're really weird. They're hard to kill. They have a lot of HP, and they only allow workers to go in and out. So that's actually an advantage for Protoss. As we have seen before, Shuttle use these. Okay, so Zerg and everybody has a very safe, kind of weird backdoor expansion that they can take if they go down this ramp into here. The only thing they can go in and out is workers. But if a Protoss goes in, throws down a pylon and starts cannon rushing, it's very hard to stop because not even Zerglings can fit through until those eggs are killed. So we're trying to block this off here. Actually, doing a pretty good job of it is Shuttle. Another drone has to come down to try to get rid of this. Oh, manages to sneak it down. Does Jaedong. Kind of frustrating there. All right, Shuttle was doing such a great job, and then somehow pixel perfect. We do end up getting the hatchery down. Spawning pool now on the way too. From Jaedong, this probe is taking some shots, but regenerating that health like a boss. Actually, hold on. The way into here maybe is the eggs. Okay, yes. So the way into here is the eggs. Ooh. How did he do that? How did he chase down the probe long enough? I think it was pathing. The probe stopped here a little bit to try to navigate through these eggs and then got killed by the drone as a result. So got a bit of revenge for blocking that expansion. The probe is going to die. Got a nice shout out on the StarCraft subreddit the other day just for my, oh, who was that? Bisu versus, I want to say Zero. Yeah, Bisu Zero from a week ago. And it was a really great game, really fantastic game. Apparently, Hyjal StarCraft, something like that, liked it enough to throw it up on the StarCraft subreddit. So if you're here from there, first of all, welcome aboard. I really do appreciate all the support that I get from the StarCraft Brood War community. And he did mention something else about me casting maybe some live events, some live Brood War. So I'd be interested in doing that for sure. And we'll see if that comes to fruition. I have contacted him about that, and we'll see if it happens or not. Sloverlord scouting on down. This is a three-player map, which is a very bit of an oddity here because three-player maps don't necessarily exist in StarCraft 2. They do. You can find some three-player maps if you go to the custom map list. But as far as ladder goes, as far as professional play goes, you never see three-player maps in StarCraft 2. People, when they play on them, they complain about balance. It's really hard to do, as most two-player and four-player maps have very mirror-type stuff going on, mirror symmetry happening there. Anyway, back to the game here. Cybercore on the way from Shuttle. And, oh, I have been playing the StarCraft 1 Remastered campaign recently. That's been a lot of fun out on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin. Some of these missions have been a little bit dicey. There was a mission where I had to shuttle Tassadar to a place on the map, and I brought 5 other decoy shuttles and assumed that Tassadar would be fine, but no, the Scourge knew which one it was and killed him inside a shuttle. In my playthrough, Tassadar died, you guys, to a couple Scourge, which just goes to show how fragile life really is. Anyway, twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, Saturdays and Sundays, about noon Eastern-ish. If you've got stuff going on, or don't have stuff going on, you can tune in. All right, so what are we doing? Just a forge, fast expand here. No pressure at all from Jaedong in this game. He's going for a lair. Doesn't look like a 2-base Muta based on the lack of an extractor here at the natural base, and the quick third as well tells us we can't really go for super fast Mutalisks. We are just gearing up for a incredibly long macro game. I mean, not incredibly long, but longer than like 10 minutes is what I'm trying to say here. Pylon on the way, Overlord hanging out over this ledge. He's going to go ahead and see. Actually, we need to get rid of Magic Gate. And then we can get rid of... Yeah, there we go. So the Overlord scouts all of this stuff. I really wish there were hotkeys for this, because somebody requested that I do a lot of this. A lot of changing up the vision of who we can see. But it's hard to click accurately quickly. In the StarCraft 2 client, you just press a key, and then that's it. You can 1 and 2, and you can see the cameras involved. But here, much, much more difficult. Third base coming on down here for Shuttle. Nobody has harassed each other in the first 5 minutes of this game, period. Macro hatch is already coming up, too. This does make me feel like this is a practice game between these two players. I think they've played a couple at this point already, and they know what the other one is planning on doing on this map, and nobody's really trying to take anybody by surprise. First Corsair is out, going to try to find some Overlords to kill. Jaedong's usually a little bit careful with his Overlords, doesn't lose them unnecessarily at this stage of the game. Actually, where the heck are they? Okay, there's one up here, and there's one over here, which does get found. Pop, 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 pop. And it is about 40 plus shots for a Corsair to kill an Overlord. Their benefit is really splash damage, and single target is not their thing. Ooh, using a Sunken to take down this egg. Kind of like it. Just open up an attack path, like, directly out of here. Well, I guess you can defend this base a little bit better, too, because that ramp is actually... Nope, there's eggs on there. There's definitely eggs on there. Definitely 100%. So there is a Spire, but these are just going to be for Scourge here. There's not enough gas for Jaedong to go for Mutalisk at this stage of the game. What has he got down here? Are these Scourge flying about? Yep. Little pairs of Scourge trying to find a Corsair to kill. If Shuttle will allow them to kill it. Probably won't at this stage. Let's be honest with ourselves. As the Corsair is hovering over here by this cannon. Perfect. Perfectly placed. Corsair count starting to increase here. Working on Hydralisks, range, attack upgrades, and whatnot. Ah, yes. Using the DTs to take down these eggs has been pretty fantastic, too. We saw that in the first game between these two players on this map. They hit real hard. So here comes the DT. And these eggs are not taken down yet. I don't think Jaedong can save this fourth base that he tried to get away with here. He might have gambled and lost on this. Ooh, losing an early hatchery. That is a bad feeling. Yeah, it's going to be 3 base to 3 base here. There's really nothing at all that can save this. Jaedong isn't even really worried about it all that much. He's got his Hydras. If the DTs come down here, then they'll be ready for it. What is this? It's an Overlord. Nope, absolutely not an Overlord. Now it is just blood. Now it is completely dead. Third base, warping in here. That was a nice pickup by Shuttle, but this game is not over yet. Not by a long shot. Overlord scouting this. Sees the Dark Templar. That's what Zeratul says when you click on him in the Brood War. Hard to do. It's a very deep voice. Very good voice acting there. Ooh, picking off a couple Overlords there with the Corsair. Haha, there with the Corsair. Corsair flock is 6. Scourge want to get him. Scourge want to get him, but they're so slow, and there's cannons here, and there's High Templar, and we're working on Storm, and all the things that Shuttle wants to do to make this a win against the Zerg player Jaedong. And I don't know who wins this game. I don't watch these in advance. I checked it to make sure this wasn't the previous game on Central Districts that I had already cast, and it's definitely not. The spawn locations alone were very different. Oh, DTs are dead. You got to take some Hydras with you, guys. Actually, you could take a lot of shots there. Oh, not enough. Not enough. So it's a bit of a Hydra push at the front. Hopefully before Storm is done, but guess what just finished Storm? Storm is officially complete. Yay, it's complete. All right, so Storm available. No, Storm available. Yes, Storm available. Yes. So 2 Storms available here at this Hydra attack, and they're trying to outrange, but do they have the range upgrade quite yet? Grooved Spines. Didn't look like it for a second there, did it? However, working on missile attack before getting Grooved Spines when you're going to be aggressive with your Hydra seems a little bit weird. A little bit odd. Wish I could see what has been done for upgrades, but there's really no way to tell. You just got to watch that production tab real close, and then you can see those things. Metabolic boost finally on the way from Jaedong. He's being so passive. That is the closest thing to an attack we've seen from him in the first 10 minutes, and it was basically a couple shots on the Forge, and it's almost already regenerated shields from that. Corsair group is now 8, and they're trying to maybe get another Overlord here. Got Lings in different positions. Oh, that Scourge flock! Yo, good hit. Good reaction time by Shuttle, getting out of there, though. Because really, the only concern you have from Scourge is if you're holding still, or if you're running directly into them. If you're flying away from them, they cannot catch you. Oh, look at the juke, though. All right, well, that was a problem. Down to 3 Corsair from 6 there. Actually, this one peeled off. So down to 4 from 6. 2 Corsair do go down, which either forces, as Hydras are here, which either forces the Corsairs to be rebuilt or something else. Oh, he dropped in, so he didn't have to kill the eggs. I like this. Can he drop back in? Nah, man, there's Dragoons here. There's cannons here. This is not a place to drop. I'm going to throw that up there right now. These eggs take so long to... Do they regenerate health? Can't tell quite. Kind of looks like they do a little bit. 1 egg down. After all that. After all of that fire, 1 egg goes down. Plus, we are missing some of the attacks because this is technically on the high ground. As you can see, some of these attacks don't actually do anything at all. Ooh, good storm on the Hydras, injuring a whole bunch of them. And then the Corsair come in, and the Hydras push them away there. If there were 6 Corsair, I think these Overlords just straight up die. But Jaedong decides it is time to retreat from this position. It's going to be Hydra, and more Hydra with a Lurker aspect. Well, actually, straight up Lurker on the way. Is that the Lurker upgrade, or is that Lurker? It is Lurker. Lurker aspect has already been researched. 4th base. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th base? 5th base up at the top right-hand corner here for Jaedong. Hydras run around. Another attempted drop here. It is an interesting aspect of this map is that it really does try to make drop play happen here. So dropping back behind this mineral line. Lurkers get out of range of the cannons. You're not out of range of anything. Nice storm there. Oh, and the Overlord taking some hits too. That was well defended. Well defended by Shuttle, no question about it. +1 attack is already done for the Dragoons. We have that +1 and +1 done for the Hydras. Not sure that drone is trying to go necessarily here, but whatever. +1 attack here on the Dragoons. And do we have legs yet? No, leg enhancements on the way for the Zealots. Not quite there yet. Already adrenal glands. Adrenal glands being researched by Jaedong. He's got his hive. He's working on Carapace, +2 here. And he's basically begging the Protoss player to come up this ramp to his 4th base because it would be a bad thing. A bad thing for him. Alright, so just trying to see if there's any Lings around, any Overlords they can kill. Got the Corsairs cruising around here too. +2 attack is done for the Zealots. +3 Zealots. Let's say that. +3 Zealots with legs are pretty intimidating in the mid-game here. I don't actually see Defiler Mound at all. It's just a whole bunch of Lurkers out of Jaedong here. Eggs getting knocked down. We're going to attack into this 5th base. It takes a while to get through. It does allow Jaedong to set up a flank attack if he was so inclined, although he's more interested in dropping on this high ground and killing this assimilator with Hydralisks. Not to be worried, says Shuttle. We're going to go ahead and attack that base. These blue things really make me worried. Oh man, a single storm on a Hydralisk. I'm not sure if that was entirely what you wanted to do there. Ooh, some Dragoons get left behind and absolutely massacred. There we go. Storms on the Hydras. That's when they need to get out of here. Overlords getting picked off. That's actually a group of 4 Overlords. Well, 2 Overlords now. Just kind of hanging out in the middle of the map. I'm really... Okay, some Zealots did come into the 5th base, and they are going to take it down. A 6th base is trying to come up here too. These drones are going to walk into a bloodbath if Jaedong is not careful. Look at these guys returning to a base that doesn't exist anymore. Yep, they're turning around. They say, nope, not interested. Lurkers on the high ground too. This is so annoying, having this high ground area outside of your main base. Boo, 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 boo. Zealots catching a couple drones out of position. Can't quite kill them though. They're very fast. Drones and workers in general are pretty darn zippy. Some Lings running up, getting caught by the Protoss army in the middle of the map right now. It's 174 to 162 supply. Shuttle is up, but Jaedong doesn't care. Jaedong's always down in ZVPs, and then he comes back and he's fine. He's never down 60 supply and then he loses. I don't know how. I'm not sure how he does it. I think it's black magic of some kind. But he'll be down 60 supply in the mid-game, and the Protoss can't kill him, and then suddenly he's maxed out. It's the weirdest thing. I mean, he's down about 10 supply right now, and that's not necessarily what we're talking about, but... Anyway, Corsair trying to kill these Overlords. Scourge gets a hit, takes out a Corsair up here on the high ground. And Archon comes up here on the high ground here too. This is a really weird setup that Jaedong has. He's just really trying to keep the pressure on. Trying to keep the pressure on Shuttle while he kind of holds on to this base down here on the right side that he has been holding on to for quite a while. Although the army keeps threatening to go over there, and then they just never do. How do you even... I guess that's just a regular ramp, right? I can't tell if there's eggs because of fog of war, right? Yeah. Observer can't even see through that either. Overlord getting picked off. Ooh, almost died, but it has 7 hit points remaining. So he's fine. That's one of the favorite things about StarCraft for me, is that a unit can be down to 1 hit point and they're still as fast. They hit just as hard as anything that has 100% health. Like, the injury state does not exist. I kind of wish it did sometimes. I think it'd be interesting if units did less damage if they were like below 50% health. That would change the meta like crazy though, wouldn't it? Adrenal glands versus your zealots though. Pretty good stuff. Zealots, ooh, okay. Do we feel good about this? We kind of need Storm. Yep, Storm chasing the Hydralisks away. Got a Defiler in there too. Defiler has 200 energy because of Consume. Really, really great spell. Are we still dropping stuff? No, that's an empty Overlord. You can't harvest from this gas. I'm very sorry, Shuttle, but you're not allowed to harvest from that, even the teeniest or tiniest of bits. Along the bottom row here, we have Shuttle expanding again, so he's looking okay economically. So are we going to take every base? Almost every base here. This one has gas, this one doesn't have gas, and this one doesn't have gas, but Jaedong took it anyway. He could use the mineral income, as it turns out. So 193 to 182 supply. We are up. If we are Jaedong, a couple of Corsairs hit. I saw that somewhere. Got a Nidus Canal connecting these bases for quick reinforcements. That's what saved this base, actually, was the Nidus Canal. I'm going to zoom out a little bit as some units are just running to their deaths from Jaedong. Don't do that, guys. No running from your deaths here. Chasing the Zealot or the Hydralisks away. Hydras are sitting on +2/+2. Positioning here has been pretty fantastic. Out of Shuttle. Is he going to transition? He's getting Reavers. Could transition into Archons. He's got a couple of them here. We've seen him have good success against other Zerg players into the late game by using Archons. Just because Archons really negate the Dark Swarm and really negate the Plague that Defilers are all about, and that you really kind of need against most Protoss players that you're dealing with here. Another Nexus coming up along the right side, and retaking that base in the top right-hand corner is Jaedong. So yeah, almost every base on the entire map has been taken, but this mineral only along the left side. Did you know this exists, right? Okay, here we go. Click. Nope, here we go. Click. He does. How does he have such good vision of it, though? Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay, so he knows there was a base there, but he doesn't know there's one right now. Plague getting tossed down on all of those Zealots. Oh, that is so brutal. And this just continued harassment. That's the second assimilator to die inside the main base to Lurkers. It's ridiculous, is what it is. Coming down this ramp, there is your Dark Swarm, but it's Archon and it's Zealot and it's Storm, and it doesn't really matter against this composition. Lurkers tries to get down here, but Zealots are on top of it before it actually burrows. And it takes a couple Zealots with him, but eventually does end up going down. Coming back around as there is some kind of a crazy drop attempting to be executed here by Jaedong, but is getting shoved away by Dragoons quite nicely. Hydralisks, they really want that Arbiter if they can get it, but nope, can't. Cloak is here. You guys can't see anything because you don't have an Overlord with you. How frustrating is that? Another attack down at this base along the right side that we're trying to get up, but the Dark Swarm wears off, and that means all of the Lurkers are dead. Is that actually Maelstrom? Are we going to see more Dark Archons out of Shuttle? He's been our guy for Dark Archons, man. Recalls up, another Plague down on the Arbiter this time. Storms on the high ground, Storms on the Lurkers, trying to get up this ramp. Just not working out. Just not working out for Shuttle at all. All right, do we actually have a Dark Archon anywhere? He's getting an upgrade for it, which indicates that yes. But at the same time, I am looking really hard to see if I can find one. There's a DT around here somewhere, but he hasn't. Ah, here we go. Summoning a Dark Archon. Meanwhile, there are high ground Lurkers here, which is just so stupid annoying. Here we go. We got Lurkers. We got Storm. We got so many Lings and Hydras dying, and a Defiler wandering in here too to throw down a Dark Swarm, but it's too late. I think it's too late. There's too many Zealots here. The Defiler himself gets spared to the end, but now he's dead. So Dark Archon is up. I know some of you guys just click for Dark Archons. We might actually see some Maelstrom play here. Got DTs, got the DA. Pushing on in. The Dark Swarm is doing the Zerg no good at all at this stage. Got some Lings rolling into these cannons, but without the Dark Swarm, it's not good. It's not a good place to be here. 162 to 167 supply. 300 APM consistently for Jaedong here. About a 240, 250 or so for Protoss. It is less demanding. Is there really a plague on that probe? Where the heck did a plague come down? I don't know. But this base is done. Another small attack coming in from Jaedong. This right side base is toast. There was a robotics facility here. No, there was an assimilator here. Nope. Not allowed at all. I'm just so in love with this Archon. He's got... it's like a stick for a lower half of his body. I don't know why. I mean, let's see him do something. Maelstrom would be good. Does he have enough energy to do anything here? Maelstrom is around 100. Good storm there, picking off an observer. Somehow was Jaedong's army. And yeah, economically, Jaedong just has all the bases. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases right now. Compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish? 5 or so, I would say. Pretty good hit there. I'm pretty sure the Dark Archon did literally nothing but look cool, which so far so good. Got 5 Ultralisks in production for Jaedong, and this is what we did last time. We kind of hung with Jaedong for a while, then Ultralisks showed up, and everything went bad. And yeah, this army is just covering that ramp like you would not believe. Haven't seen any Arbiter recalls out of Shuttle here either. Or really any Shuttle play to speak of. Everything he's tried has been on the ground. Nice plague on the Dragoons. I'm not sure how injured they were already, to be honest with ourselves. And here we go. Dark Swarm is up. Ultralisks are here too. We are attacking. The Archon can't do much of anything in this battle, but an absolute... There's the Maelstrom, though, inside of the Dark Swarm. That's crazy stuff right there. Does make the Ultralisks incapacitated and able to be attacked here, but can you hear all those Zealots dying? I can hear them dying, and that's gonna be it. That's your good game, and Shuttle taps out. I am not... Okay, we're going to back it up a tiny bit here, because I am not convinced that was game over. Alright, so we have this final engagement. We'll zoom out a little bit so you can see that final one a little bit better there too. It's 198 to 187 supply. Like, I don't know what Shuttle was expecting to do here. Maybe he just wasn't prepared for Ultralisks at all. He didn't have the Reavers, really. He tried going for Reavers, but he kind of failed at it. So the Ultras are here. They don't have the +3 attack upgrade yet, but it's... Oh, did it just finish? It just finished. So there are DTs in here. There is the Maelstrom. Yep. Catching these Ultras. Catching the Dark Templar too, though, which is a problem. Trying to storm them. Zealots taking out several of the Ultralisks. But then suddenly, the Lurkers are just crushing right now. Yeah, I mean, 5 kills there, 2 kills there, 4 kills there. A lot of dudes died, and it was... Yeah, I mean, this army is retreating from everything, and that was going to be it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Shuttle wasn't ready. Didn't have the Reavers. 9 more Hiders and 15 more Lings were in production. He didn't have the income from the space on the right side. Jaedong just had income for days, as he usually does, and he gets the win against Shuttle. So let's check out the final score here. 310 units killed by Shuttle. Loss 137. Pretty good ratio, I would say. And resources, once again, telling the story. 16,000 to 12,000. 45,000 to 39,000. 54,000 to 49,000. Jaedong up in every single category here. APM about a little bit faster, 250 or so. And that explains it. All right, so that's going to be it from me. Pretty fun little back and forth there. Interesting high ground harass from Jaedong pretty consistently throughout that game, too. Very weird map for it. I might have another couple to toss out before all is said and done. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. All right, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.